What can I help you with?
You got an energy drink?
No?
That's about all I need right now.
What are you doing?
Just doing something.
Go do something someplace else.
No. You go do something somewhere else.
What's your purpose?
I don't need to explain that to you.
Do
Who are you?
you have business here at the port?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What is that business?
I'm not going to explain it to you. Come on, seriously. You know you don't have any authority here. Move along. Let's move
I
along.
can get people who do have authority.
Nah, you won't. I guarantee you will not do that. Okay? No chance in this universe will you do that.
You really think that, huh?
I do think that.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, come on. Move along. Quit blocking the road, seriously. How's it going, Corporal?
Hey, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
You step on over here.
What's up?
Step on right here.
Why?
All right, so you're being detained because you're trespassing, okay? They've asked you to leave.
They have never asked me to leave.
Okay.
Not a single human being, I've got it all recorded, has asked me to leave. Not one.
Okay.
Not one.
No, nobody's asked you to leave?
No.
Okay.
Not a single time.
So we'll clear that up then.
Yeah,
Okay.
plus this is...
I was told by security...
No,
that
this
they
is public
wanted you to leave.
access, by the way, too. It's restricted area past that. This is a public road.
So this is not public property.
This is a public
This
road.
belongs to the port of... the
Well,
port.
even if that's the case, not a single person...
All right, guys, let's set the stage. What begins as a routine encounter quickly turns into a collision between confidence, authority, and a citizen who knows the law better than the people sent to enforce it. The officers arrive convinced they're dealing with a trespasser, but within seconds they learn this isn't someone who folds under pressure. Instead, they're met with a man who dismantles bad assumptions with precision. What unfolds next exposes how fragile authority becomes when it encounters someone with actual knowledge.
Who's asked me to... Oh, I said corporal. I meant sergeant. How you doing?
That's all right.
Not a single person who's asked me to leave. Not one.
Okay.
Now, I've had plenty of people asking me, what am I doing? And
Okay.
working on getting some
Okay,
photo and
then.
video of the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll clear that up then. We'll clear that up. I was advised that you were told to leave. So
No, never was I asked to leave by a
Oh.
single person.
I did talk to him, and I asked him what his business was here at the port. And
That
he
is
said,
not true.
All right.
That is
Hold on
exactly
just a second, okay?
I asked him, do you have business at the port?
Oh, yes. So, sorry. Yeah, I do have.
I
Yeah,
asked-
you asked me if I had business. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I asked
All right.
him if
So
he had
tell,
business at the port.
tell,
Sure.
so tell me. So have you asked him to leave the property?
Yes.
No.
We'd like to see have him leave the property. Or would you like to see?
We want him off the property.
Okay.
And if he comes back, we want him.
So am I being trespassed? Is that what's
We
happening?
want it made clear. Just be careful.
Sure.
Okay. He's gonna claim he's not flying a drone, but he's got some accomplice somewhere flying.
Absolutely not flying a
I
drone.
don't see anything where he's controlling or manipulating a drone. So
There's been a drone all over.
okay, that's
Since he showed
I,
up.
I understand. I'm just what I'm saying is I can't. I'm not seeing any sort of proof of that he's the one that's in control.
No, it's somebody else somewhere.
Okay. We'll
It's clear.
we'll look
Yeah.
around and we'll see about that.
We've been
okay?
looking around too. It's not him.
Okay.
I don't think he's capable.
As officers push the narrative that he was told to leave, the recording tells a different story. No warnings, no directives, no lawful order ever given. The citizen stands firm, explaining exactly what he's doing while refusing to surrender unnecessary information. The officers, sensing their footing slipping, attempt to reframe the situation. But the more they talk, the more their uncertainty shows, especially once they realize they're still standing on an unmarked public access road.
I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're advising that you leave the area. Okay.
Okay, so I'm being trespassed.
No, you're not being trespassed. They're just asking you to leave the area. Okay. You're currently on their property. They're asking you to leave.
That drone.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously I'm not controlling it unless my GoPro has magical Professor X.
Right. I
powers.
see that you. I see that you're not controlling the drone in any way. Okay.
Yes.
Someone you know, though, hereby is controlling.
Look, all I'm saying is that is not mine. I don't own it. I'm not
Of course.
controlling it.
Of course.
Right. So you know anybody that might be.
Look, that's all I'm saying. I don't control it, own it, operate it. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Do you mind providing your name?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay. All right. Could you please leave the property?
Yeah, now I just want to double check. I understand what you guys are doing here. You're saying this public access road is not a public access road, that this road is private property.
According to the Grace Harbor County parcel search, it shows up as this is part of the port's property.
Okay. I just want to point out, just for future reference, because it would be helpful, I'm sure you guys can appreciate this, there is nothing that demarcates this as private. Nothing. It doesn't say, like, you know, in a lot of cities they'll have like blue or sometimes green signs for streets, and they'll have white nose public, green or blue is private, and it'll often say private owner or something like that. It would be helpful, 2A, if you guys actually put up some signs. That, for example, right there, very clear sign, right? It says restricted area, never gone past it, because it's very clearly marked. I'm not going to go on there. It's a MARSEC level 1 place. Not going to go there. Okay. But if you're telling me that under threat of arrest, if I don't leave, that because this is private property, I'll leave.
Okay.
The drone accusation takes things even further off the rails. Security tries to create a conspiracy, claiming he must have an accomplice flying a UAV simply because one happens to be in the sky. The officers search for proof, but find nothing, because there is nothing. With every false assumption they toss out, the citizen calmly pushes back, forcing them to confront the reality that suspicion is not evidence and authority is not knowledge.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so...
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
So they're asking you to leave, please leave the
And if I
property.
don't, I'd be arrested for trespass.
No. As long as you leave, we don't have to confirm with them if that's what they want to do. They're fine, but all they're asking right now is that you leave the property. That's all.
Yeah, what I'm trying to get to, though, Officer Rule, is...
Sorry, it's a little hard to...
Yeah, no, that's fine. All I'm trying to get to, Officer Rule, is get my video, audio, and still photographs.
Right. No, that's
my understanding from the research I did is that this is public property up until that port. Now, this is port property.
Correct.
Port property, if you look in the RCWs, ports are public agencies, which is why they have elected commissioners and things like that. So that means this is a traditional public forum. Now, that's non-public forum. You cannot go past that. It clearly says restrict, well, I guess you could. Probably go to jail, right?
Well, sir, so this gentleman needs security. They're asking you to leave out to the gate, the property out there to the roadway. They're asking you to leave. If you were to come back, they would pursue to trespass you, and then we would ask for your name. You can deny our name, but then we would tell you, well, you need to stay off the properity.
Sure.
And then we would say, if you come back, then you're subject to arrest.
I totally get that. And look, Sergeant and Officer Rule, I appreciate your being forthcoming and straight up about what's going on here. 2A, look, I've got to get the photo and video that I do. But if you're going to tell these Aberdeen police officers that you want me trespassed, I'm going to do exactly what you said, which is I won't provide a name. I'll be trespassed, I'm guessing, for a year, or is it forever?
Next comes the talk of leaving the property. Officers insist he should go, yet they carefully avoid using the word trespass. They know the rules. A trespass warning requires clear boundaries, clear notice, and clear authority. None of those exist here. The citizen calls out the lack of signage, the absence of markers, and the failure to distinguish public roads from restricted zones. He outlines the law flawlessly, cornering them into admitting the situation isn't as simple as they first claimed.
I have no idea, sir, at this point.
But the thing is you're just going out of your way, and I don't think you understand this. I appreciate that you love the Second Amendment. I do too. But I think you hate the First Amendment. And I think you're a little angry about it, and whatever, that's right. That's your First Amendment right. But
so we're going to leave, but you need to leave first, sir. So we have to have you leave.
Yeah, okay, so I am being trespassed then?
No.
Okay,
they're just asking you to leave.
I would like to just go with the trespass warning.
Back, then they would trespass you.
Yeah, I'd like to get the trespass warning, because what I'm trying to do is get something that I need to get, and this angry man right here is trying to offend my liberties to get photo, video, and audio of what I'm lawfully allowed to do on port property.
Are you asking if to see what our trespass notification forms look like? Is that
No. You can also, as you know, I'm not trying to be condescending.
He just wants to be trespassed.
Yeah, I just want to be trespassed.
From the port.
Yeah, so if you just say, hey, I'm giving you an oral trespass warning. If you come back, you'll be arrested. That way I can seek my resolution with the port, and you specifically.
I'm assuming you're going to stay here until you're formally trespassed?
I would like to get a formal trespass warning. Well, oral or written, but I'm not going to provide ID. So am I being trespassed? He's going to confirm.
He's
Sure.
going to confirm.
That's fine. Look, I got to say, I really appreciate you guys.
The citizen then explains exactly what ports are under state law, public agencies operating public property. He dives into form analysis, the RCWs, and time, place, manner restrictions with more clarity than anyone wearing a badge that day. The officers try to pivot, claiming safety concerns, but the man cuts through it with humor and logic. What they thought would be a simple removal is turning into a full-on legal masterclass delivered right there on the pavement.
Guys' demeanor and professionalism,
Yeah.
I do.
Excuse me, I gotta hear this.
Sure.
What's going on?
Told me to wait for our lawyer guys to
Okay.
represent the court.
Okay.
Do we have an ETA with that time? Okay.
I'm running inside. This is a reportable item for us as far as Coast Guard because it's a security breach. So I'm gonna go make a call now to the Coast Guard and let them know the situation.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
Thank you guys.
stand by.
So,
Are you Mr. Rath?
what's going on?
Okay.
There's the attorney for the owner of the port of the properties. They're on their way.
Oh, the attorney is.
An attorney. That's
Wow.
what-
I'm
and
just
this is where we're at right
amazed that
now.
an attorney's actually going to physically come down. Wow.
That's different for me too.
Yeah, that's a first for me.
Hello, sir.
Hi there, I'm the port's attorney.
Hi.
So when you decide to do something, call me. Why are you standing here and why are you filming on port property?
Well, it's public property.
It's not public
It's port
property.
property.
It's port property.
RCW 53 is really clear. You have elected commissioners. It's public property. Just like I could go to the administrative office.
You can go to the administrative
Absolutely.
office. This is a security zone. Has a security guard.
Past that, sir. Restricted area signs don't work for people that have bad and good vision. So all of a sudden you're 100 meters away. You're like,
Frustrated, security escalates by calling for the port's attorney. Even the officers are surprised. Lawyers almost never come down in person, but this one does. And the moment he arrives, the confrontation levels up. He demands to know why the man is filming and tries to redefine port property as private land. But once again, the citizen fires back with RCW citations and constitutional principles, immediately putting the attorney on the defense.
well, I'm trespassing because I have good eyes, but the person who has bad eyes is trespassing when they're 20 meters away.
So what's this all about? You
I'm
setting
just
us
get-
up to sue us?
No, I'm
Yes,
just-
you are. There's no other reason you'd be doing this other than to
Look,
set us up to sue us.
I'm not going to talk to you, okay? I'm
Yeah.
gonna talk
What's
to
your name?
you. I'm not giving that to
You're not going to give us your name?
you. In no universe will that happen. In no
Interesting.
universe.
Huh.
So,
Well,
all I need to know is if the port is going to, in fact, have them issue a no trespass warning. And if that's the case, then I'll go off the property, off the public property, off the public road.
this is not a public road.
Well, if it isn't the public road, you sure haven't done anything to demarcate it as private. Okay? A lot of places, I'm sure you've seen this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, there's a lot of places that have blue, green signs, etc., right? They'll even sometimes put PVT for private or something like that. The only sign on this public road from the publicly owned Port of Aberdeen, as found in Title 53, is the sign that says restricted area. Well, yes, beyond this point. Beyond this point. Not out here, not down there, not on the hill when I've got my
Let's roll it down to
binoculars.
there. Let's roll the sign down to the entrance.
There you go, killer. Jeez, how hard is this? But then I'm going to do a public records request. And let me tell you this right now.
Mhm.
If I find out you're moving that MARSEC level 1 sign in contradiction of United States law, you, sir, will have legal problems.
Mhm.
You'll also have bar association problems. Okay? Look what happened to Shannon McMenamy not a long time ago. She lost her law license. Sure, you heard about that, right? She got wrecked at the Supreme Court. You're not special. Your law license isn't just...
The attorney attempts to frame the whole interaction as a setup for a lawsuit, but that tactic collapses instantly. The citizen pushes harder, demanding clarity on demarcation, signage, and access rights. He points out contradictions, highlights public ownership, and exposes the absurdity of having only one restricted area sign sitting 100 meters beyond the entrance. The lawyer tries to dodge, but each answer only tightens the legal trap around him.
Just some gold platinum thing because you were born in the 1800s. Okay, that's not how that works. Okay.
Okay.
So the point that I'm trying to make here is, you should know as an attorney, I have a lawful reason for being here. I'm using my press liberties. Okay.
What press are you?
I don't need to explain that to you. I've also got a Fourth Amendment. Did you just come back off a vacation from North Korea?
No,
You just
come
feeling the
on, man.
oppression of
Come on.
Your soul's weighed
Come
down
on.
by Kim
Come
Jong-un.
on. Come on.
Seriously,
be rational.
You need to stop doing this. You should know as an attorney that what I'm doing is completely lawful business right now. Your whole idea that I'm here unlawfully is not true. You should have read all of Title 53.
I have read all of Title 53.
Perfect, great. You should also understand time, place, manner restrictions, public forum analysis, and all the things that we learn when we're at the very, very beginning of getting an education in the legal field, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those things should be something you've already read.
I know them. I know them.
Right, then
You're
I don't
endangering yourself here. Large 18-wheel trucks come in here.
I don't need you to protect me, okay? My parents raised me with mad ninja skills. You should see my forward roll. It's amazing. It's almost Olympic. So, my question for you is, are you going to ask them to trespass me from this public road?
I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to go talk to them. Okay? All right. Let's go talk.
So it sounds like that all they're going to do is they're going to close up the gate, and they're just going to advise you, sir, just have a nice day, and then go from there. So,
Well, look, I really appreciate that. That sounds good. I mean, I'm just going to go and get some more photos. But, look, I really appreciate professionalism and your time. So, Sergeant, appreciate your
all
time.
right.
Thanks.
Take care, sir.
Yeah, appreciate your time.
The tension peaks as the citizen warns the attorney about the dangers of moving federal security signage, referencing past disciplinary cases involving other attorneys. He outlines the exact legal obligations ports must follow and reminds the lawyer that credentials don't override the law. Every sentence lands like a direct hit. By now, it's clear the attorney expected an easy confrontation, but walked into a debate he was completely unprepared for.
Yeah, you guys take care, okay? Hey, attorney. I'm going to submit a public records request to you right now. Now, do we need to go over the administrative codes and the statutes, which I guarantee you I know better than you do by a million miles? So,
Where'd you go to school?
Well, I'm not answering that.
No. Okay. So I'm not answering your question.
Are you going to accept the public records request orally? in
We
person?
always accept public records.
To you right
requests. No, no. We prefer you to put it on a form so there's no
preferences-
misunderstanding.
Yeah, preference. Well, I can do it. 4414-03006 is really clear. Subsection 2 of 425680 is also really clear. You can do this. You can do it. I wouldn't recommend it. So I'm going to submit a oral public records request in person to you.
What's your name?
I'm going to give you my email address.
No, I need your name.
No, there's no requirement to ID. If you read subsection 2 of section 80 of the Public Records Act, attorney, you should know that. There's no compulsion to identify. Now, my email address, I'm happy to provide that, is anonymous, ANONYMOUS, citizen, WA.
Here you go. Okay. Just a second.
Sure.
He's off? Okay, you got a plan? Okay. Oh, I'm leaving. So
You're not going to take it?
no, we're not doing
Woo!
anything. Stand
All right.
there. Stand there. And
I
do
want
it.
all staff's names, salaries, work cell phone numbers, desk phone numbers, and their email addresses for the port, including you.
Okay. We produce that on a regular basis to facilities all over the place. Not a problem.
You got 5 days in accordance with Section 520.
Yeah, you're good to go. Yeah,
Take care.
we'll leave this guy to be bored. What's the rest of it? You said anonymous citizen at.
Finally, after all the posturing, the officers return with a decision. The port will simply close its gate and allow the man to continue on his way. No trespass, no charges, no detainment. The attorney is left flustered, and the officers, still respectful, acknowledge the man's professionalism. But it doesn't end there. The citizen immediately transitions into a formal public records request and forces the attorney to confront yet another legal obligation he wasn't ready to address.
Proton Mail, PROTONMAIL.com. So you got 5 days to respond in accordance with Section 520.
So all names. What else?
Work cell phone numbers,
Work cell phone. Okay.
work desk numbers, and work email addresses for all employees. And that's it.
And I only have to produce that if I have such a sheet in existence. Right?
Whoa, no, that's not true. Come on, really? You don't sit around with a nice sifter of scotch at the end of the day next to the fire and read case law about the Public Records
Bye.
Act?
I'll send you what we have.
You know, let's not do the whole shepherdization thing and find out who wins, because it'll be me.
As the attorney scrambles to understand the oral records request requirements, the citizen cites statutes, subsections, and case law with absolute precision. What began as an attempted removal turns into a full demonstration of how knowing your rights flips the power dynamic entirely. And that's the core message. Citizens should never have to educate law enforcement on basic law. Yet here we are. This interaction proves exactly why recording, knowing your rights, and holding officials accountable isn't optional. It's essential.